I'm Amelia, sitting in a rooftop cafe overlooking the Houston skyline. Sipping a latte, I'm reminded of the storm I weathered. It's been 6 months since I confronted the man who deceived me, and the scars are still there. But so is the newfound strength. I remember that fateful day when I walked into a house I never expected to enter. I was holding a binder filled with fake documents, pretending to be from a company I'd never worked for. The house was picture perfect, a 2-story colonial with a white picket fence and lavender bushes. When the door opened, there was Lily, the wife of the man I thought I loved, Ryan. Lily invited me in for tea, completely unaware that I was the other woman in her husband's life. As I sat in her warm living room, I saw the evidence of their life together. A wedding photo, camping pictures, and a wall calendar filled with their plans. It was then that I knew I had stepped into a web of lies. Ryan came home, and the moment he saw me, his face turned as pale as a ghost. The tension in the room was palpable. Lily was confused, and I was filled with a mix of anger and pity. We started to piece together the lies he had told us. It all began when I met Ryan at a tech conference in Austin. He was 38, a director of product development at a software company. He knew how to make me feel special, taking me to fancy restaurants and sending me sweet texts. We'd been dating for almost 10 months, but I'd only been to his downtown apartment a few times. Each visit was like walking into a stage set, spotless and impersonal. I'd had my suspicions for a while. His social media was almost non-existent, and he always had an excuse for his disappearances. But every time I was about to confront him, he'd distract me with a gift or a loving message. One early morning, a text woke me up. "Miss you already, R. Just 2 more nights in Denver." That text was the final straw. I had that eerie feeling I'd been trying to ignore for so long. I decided to dig deeper and found out about the house in Clear Lake Shores that he co-owned with Lily. I planned my visit carefully. I printed some old work documents, dressed in a plain office outfit, and took a train and a cab to get there. I rehearsed what I would say, but I knew that the truth was about to shatter all our lives. When Bailey, Ryan's assistant, showed up, it became clear that Ryan had been leading not one, but multiple lives. She, too, had been deceived, thinking they were starting a new life together. We all sat down at the dining table, comparing notes and realizing how thoroughly we'd been lied to. Lily found out that Ryan had been withdrawing money from their joint account to pay for the apartment he'd taken me to. We took photos of the financial records and started to plan our next steps. Lily was strong. She froze the joint account, called her father who worked at the bank, and threatened to file for divorce. Ryan was cornered, with no more lies to tell. He lost his job and his life fell apart. Bailey decided to turn her pain into a skill and enrolled in a forensic accounting program. As for me, I sold the house I'd once dreamed of and moved closer to my parents. I learned that trust isn't the problem. Trusting the wrong person is. Lily and I met here today. She gave me a silver compass pendant, a reminder that we can find our way even after getting lost. We talked about work, books, and our future plans, leaving the past behind. I know that this is the beginning of a new chapter, and I'm holding tight to my own compass.